My name is Elizabeth Janzen, and I'm Assistant Professor of Flute at Texas A&M University, Kingsville. This video is part of a series of mini lessons designed to highlight practice techniques and approaches that can help you better prepare for the 2014 Texas All-State auditions. Today we're taking a look at the third Etude, number 23 in C-sharp minor by Karg-Elert, and how practicing lip flexibility can help you improve tone production. This Etude is an exceptionally difficult piece of music, and many flutists will spend most of their preparation time on the pitches and rhythms. But if you feel comfortable in those areas, then it's time to start thinking about polishing your performance, and lip flexibility is one technique that can help you do that. Lip flexibility refers to the use of our lip muscles to move smoothly across large intervals. There are several spots in this Etude where this technique is essential. For example, measures 5 through 6, measures 12 through 15, and measure 20. When you're working on these spots, the trick is to allow your lip muscles to shape and direct your air column, rather than forcing the intervals with your air and diaphragm. Now, by lip muscles, I mean specifically the ones at the very center of your mouth, surrounding the embouchure, and not the corners of your mouth here. Like a gymnast, you can't expect to jump into a performance with astounding flexibility and precision without having practiced those techniques. You have to start by drilling exercises designed to help you build up to that level of expertise. On the flute, two of my favorite lip flexibility exercises are by the flutists Trevor Y. and Marcel Moïse. In Mr. Y's practice book for the flute, Tone, the entire first page deals with practicing lip flexibility and tone production through overtones or harmonics. Now, this exercise uses the lips to concentrate the airstream and direct it so that you can produce multiple and higher pitches on a single fingering. You can practice this exercise on any note in the low register, but in today's demonstration I'm going to use C-sharp since we're working on a C-sharp Etude. Now, in a harmonic series, it always follows the same interval patterns. So whatever note I start on, once I focus my lips and I work to move the pitch upwards, it's going to jump one octave, and then a fifth, and then a fourth, and then a major third, and then a minor third. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'm just going to work on that first two octaves. So I play a low C sharp, and as I focus my embouchure, it jumps up to a C sharp above that, and then the G sharp that sits on the staff, and then the C sharp at 2 ledger lines. Now, I recommend you practice this exercise in front of a mirror, because I think it's important to memorize, both in a tactile fashion with your lips and fingers, how to produce those pitches, but also in a visual way. In Marcel Moïse's exercise from his book De la Sonorité, you're practicing increasingly large interval leaps. You start on a pitch. Today I'm going to start on F, and you work your way up through the chromatic scale, increasing the size of each interval, starting with a minor third, then a major third, perfect fourth, and so on and so on. So when I start on my F, I'm going to go first to F sharp, then I come back to the F, G, come back to the F, G sharp, and so on and so on. And actually, I forgot my minor second and major second, so we start with those and then increase the intervals. Now, the great aspect of this exercise is that you're not only practicing ascending intervals, but descending ones too, and they can be just as tricky. I recommend you practice this Etude very slow, or this exercise very slowly at first, so that you're really concentrating on the quality of tone, trying to maintain that quality no matter the size of the embouchure or the register in which you're working. You can practice both of these exercises as part of your daily warm-up routine, but it's also possible to apply their techniques to specific challenges in the etude itself. For example, you can prepare the intervals in bar 12 by first practicing through the overtone series that connects them. When you can easily play through these notes as overtones, adding the third register fingering will just make it seem easy. And it will also help improve your intonation in this area. So for example, if you look at measure 12, the first interval is a 2-octave leap on the C sharp. Go through your overtone series. And then try eliminating one of those overtones, practicing only the octaves, for example. And then practice only the double octave. And then use the fingering. And as you work on this in this way, you'll immediately notice that you don't have to work so hard to push that top note out. Your lips are in fact doing the work for you, even though they're tiny, tiny muscles compared to your diaphragm. For another example, in bar 20, you can use the Moïse approach to fill in the intervals. This slow work will help to train both your lips and your fingers to facilitate this passage. So for example, I'm going to start on the E natural on the second beat of bar 20, and chromatically I'm going to make my way up to that F sharp, and then I'll turn it around and make my way down to the A sharp. And as I do this, I'm paying attention to how my lips move to help me work my way up to that F sharp. And then as I feel more comfortable with the exercise in that place, I can eliminate the in-between notes and focus simply on the movement between the E natural and the F sharp itself. Once I'm comfortable with that, I can practice only the interval itself. And you can also come down. This is another great exercise if you can memorize these pitches to work on in the mirror, so that, again, you're using both tactile memory and visual memory. To summarize, lip flexibility is key to achieving smooth and accurate interval work in this etude. Incorporating some lip flexibility exercises into your warm-up, or even finding creative ways to use them when you're practicing specific sections of the etude, can help you develop a smooth and beautiful tone throughout all of the difficulties featured in this piece. Good luck and happy practicing.